Alright gamers, my name's Cirias. Welcome to this gameplay of Plate Up, the chaotic cooking game from It's Happening. Now, I was really intrigued when this game came to Game Pass just a couple of days back. It's similar in ways to stuff like Overcooked, but Plate Up takes a bit more of a relaxed approach. You kind of manage your own restaurant here, and you can see I'm just walking around trying to lay out my kitchen, and this is the best part of this game for me. Strategic side of this is that when your service starts, it's all down to you and how you lay out your restaurant. So it matters where you put the tables, where people are going to be sitting, how many chairs you have, and how much distance there is between, the fridge and the plates and all that type of stuff. So you can see here I've started the game and there's these guys who have arrived in the restaurant and they're set at their table, and so I need to take their order. So it's just me solo. So they want 2 steaks, 1 rare and then 1 medium rare. So I put the steaks on there, and the idea is you bring a plate and you grab the thing off the hob when it's done. So there's a medium steak, and I've overcooked that one, and for some reason put it back on the hob. That needs to go in the bin. So you can see here, already a little bit chaotic. I put that back on, but if I don't go back and collect it in time, again it's going to be overcooked. Now, meanwhile, somebody's come and sat at another table, so they are waiting to give their order. But first I need to finish this first table, so I'm going back and grabbing that medium steak, bringing it back through, and there's a lot of travel, a lot of walking. It's not the most efficient setup that I've built here, but it works if you are quick. And so this guy wants a medium steak, so that's the second level of cooking. So that's rare and medium, all good. So taking that through now. You can see down the bottom there's somebody actually waiting outside the restaurant, but they will not sit down until there's a clear table. So I need to clean those plates ASAP, and now they'll come in and sit down, you see. So I'm washing those plates up, splashing everywhere, and that is actually quite an important mechanic. I'll come back to that later on in the video. So I'm popping on 2 steaks. I don't know what they want yet, but if I get them started, and they both want rare, so you can see I'm rushing through to grab that rare steak. That's overcooked. That's overcooked as well, so absolute complete mess up on that one. Putting on a new steak, that goes in the bin. So I need to grab this steak from here. Yeah, okay, that one looks good. Put on another steak. Meanwhile, I've got washing up to do. I'm running out of plates. I've got a dirty table, so nobody else can come to the restaurant. I think it's the end of service anyway, so luckily I don't think there's going to be anybody else coming. And then delivering that final steak to the table. So yeah, not a bad job. It could be much better, I think. But I think you'll agree, I did a fairly good job there considering it's pretty hectic. That's only day 1. Now, on to day 2. So, a bit of a rejig of my restaurant layout. I thought, okay, what's going to stop me from putting the kitchen in the dining room and shifting the tables and chairs to the side of the room? So I don't have to travel as far. I can basically eradicate the kitchen area. I just keep the restaurant area as my kitchen. It doesn't have any negative effects, so there's no like mess that you create or anything apart from around the hob, so you just keep that area clear. And your diners don't mind having an open air viewing experience of the kitchen area, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm now down to just 3 chairs per table, so you can see that could become a capacity problem if I get a lot of diners wanting to come in. I've had to turn some of the chairs off because it just becomes cumbersome navigating around the restaurant. But if I bring that other table down, just shift all these blueprints out of the way because they do get in your way quite a bit. I think the blueprint system in this game could have been done slightly better, if I'm being totally honest, but it's not terrible. But I would potentially go for like a menu or something rather than dropping letters on the floor, because they just get in the way. It becomes really, really messy. I have played this 2-player local, but not had an opportunity to do 4 players. I imagine that gets pretty crazy. Okay, so you can see my kitchen's almost set out how I want it. It looks pretty good. I'm going to start the day and we'll see how we go. So getting a steak on, ready cooking, anticipating that customer demand like any good chef should, and take this guy's order. What does he want? Medium steak. Perfect, here we go. That's yours, sir. Thank you very much. Let's get another steak ready to cook. Clear that table off, get that plate washed up. You can see here it's a lot more efficient. I'm not having to go between doors. Those doors really slow you down. These swinging doors, not great design, but I think that's on purpose to make it harder for you. I'm not a big fan myself. So this guy wants a medium steak, so again, put that one on. And this is the early part of the game. This is just a steak restaurant, so you don't have to cook too many different things. It's just the steak, 3 levels of cooking on that. And the goal is once you complete every day, every couple of days you get a new card that you have to choose, and the card's like a modifier, so it's almost like a roguelike. And you know, each run is unique, so the card will change up the game, and also your restaurant layout is like a seed, so it's again generated. It's totally different every time. You might get the same layout again, but you know, it will change up. I'm trying to keep things clear, trying to keep these plates washed. I'm doing a pretty good job of it actually in this one. We've only got one customer, the second table's clear. As you can see, those other 2 rooms completely unused now, not needed. So this does actually work pretty well, but you will see in the next part of this video the grave mistake that I made, and I did not realise this until I went searching on Reddit when I failed this mission badly, and I went searching for strategies. How can I make my run easier? And you can see here, this is a quick clip of me becoming overwhelmed with the orders, getting everything wrong, almost setting the kitchen on fire, getting their orders totally wrong, dirty plates everywhere, somebody waiting to sit at a table, somebody sitting at a table and I haven't taken their order yet, 2 steaks that I just cannot get cooked right, and I've already plated one up, so I can't put it back on the hob, so you've got to start again. And it's pretty much a losing battle. I think I probably gave up around this point. I'm just like, I'm never going to get this done. I tried, but yeah, it's not great. And the stuff on the floor slows you down as well, so if you don't keep your kitchen clear, you get basically bogged down and you can't move very fast, so it does become quite a chore. So you can see there, total fail. Now, back to my lobby. This is the lobby area. I tried to do some online play, but this game doesn't actually have matchmaking, which I later found out. I don't have any friends. I do have some friends on Xbox, but they're not online usually to play games with. I'm a busy person. I don't have a lot of time for gaming. Now, after I went searching on Reddit, I found this post. Thank you, Super Theanen. Now he says, I got past day 15 for the first time solo using pizza and 2 tables. 1 table to double wide to seat 4 people placed against the counter window in my kitchen. The second table could seat 3 people and was placed against the first door in my storage room to turn it into a counter window. Had about 4 coffee tables for groups waiting to maximise their patience. Never left the kitchen during service and only had 4 plates to use with a big sink to wash all 4 at once. Yeah, so the crux of this is that I didn't realise there is a serving hatch in your kitchen, and you can create additional serving hatches by putting a table against a door. So those swingy doors that I was struggling with to get in and out of my kitchen, I had no idea that was easily remedied by using these serving windows. So on we go with the video with this new knowledge in mind. Now you can see here, this is a new restaurant. I have put tables against the serving hatch on the front. That's the one down bottom. I've got a double table there. And in my storage room, I've put a guy on a table next to that hatch there. And this just creates an ideal situation. I've boxed myself in the kitchen. I'm basically like a burger cook, cooking to order, taking orders at the pass and cooking it myself. I don't have to move very far. I can grab the plates from their tables. This is ideal. If I'd known I could have done this earlier on, I could have saved myself like 45 minutes of pain and just got through this game much quicker. But just goes to show, you should always go and check on Reddit and Google stuff if you're not sure, because there's some really good advice out there. So yeah, this has been a really interesting game to play, and it's very rewarding. It's tricky in places. I've only got to, I think I got to about day 8 or day 9 when I finished recording, but it does become quite chaotic. You get different themes, you get a ton of blueprints that are just thrown at you constantly, so you got to try and figure out which blueprints to use, and it does become challenging. I think with 4 people it would be a lot easier, but if I'm doing this design where it's just me in the kitchen, actually solo play does become really quite an enjoyable experience and a lot easier. So I'd encourage you all to go check this out if you have Xbox Game Pass, or if you can find this game on your local stores, go and check it out and tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this gameplay and what you thought of the game yourself if you played it. Let me know how you'd rate it against Overcooked as well, because Overcooked was something I was quite disappointed with. I prefer like sim type games. I enjoy like creating my own restaurant and stuff. So Overcooked is more like a party game, more chaotic, whereas this has got elements of that, but you are also running your own restaurant. You get to pick up different types of food later on, different restaurant layouts, so it's got that kind of roguelike aspect to it, which is really cool. But yeah, so let me know what you thought, and thanks for checking out this video, and I'll speak to you again very soon in a new video. Cheers, bye!